All right, man, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, hang on. I'm glad you said something. I got to
Awesome.
change my input. Hold on.
Okay.
Bam. Okay. Say something again.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Trying to make the
Perfect. Okay,
yay.
cool. All right, we're going to open up and I'll just say hello to everybody. I have a couple of things to do and then I bring you on after about 8 minutes or so. And
Okay,
we
take your
go
time. I'm here.
as long as you want, talk about whatever you want. This is
Okay.
very laid back. You've seen them.
All
You
right.
know the
I've
drill.
seen them.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy Live. Hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Once again, we start without a glitch. We say hello to everyone that's here. First of all, if you're watching for the first time, this is Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock. We are live on Facebook. We basically talk to entertainers, particularly live performers who can't perform live anymore because there's a fucking virus out there. So we can't go anywhere. We can't do any shows. So I like to talk to a lot of comedians, a lot of performers. Today, our guest is Kim Harrison will be on here, and she's a comedian, very good friend of mine. I work with her lots of times. Or I've worked with her on a ship, but we've run into each other at Three Amigos dozens of times. But she'll be on the show. And basically, I talk to performers that travel and work for a living, and we don't travel and work for a living anymore. We talk about what they're doing now, what they're going to do in the future. I hope, I'm assuming you guys can hear me. I'm checking Chicago flag. Good. The video is good. People are seeing things. Hello. Wow. Lots of people here today, man. Keep throwing the usual suspects, the Runions and the Mulligans. Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it. Larry Warden, I saw you're here. I can't thank you enough for your help with the internet stuff. I got those cords coming in next week. Although what I did do was I changed to I have a Cat 5 cord that I was able to hardwire the laptop up today for this particular show. So there you go. I got that going for me. That's kind of good. It's kind of a good thing. Anyway, the show is, as I said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, the very next day, we upload these shows to YouTube and podcasts. By the end of this weekend, guaranteed. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. My tech is handled by a handful of idiots that live in Romeoville. Most of them are teenagers, okay? And I hired them because they're cheap, and now I can't fire them because there's a disease out there. And I guess I'm going to get in trouble for firing these stupid kids. Anyway, they're having trouble with the podcasts. All of the podcasts, including this one that you're going to hear right now, all of them are going to be up and running by Monday morning, completely updated on all platforms. I promise you, they'll be taken care of. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore from these stupid middle school kids. So, hi, Robin. I see you. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's hard. I'm trying to keep track of everybody here, man. I got a lot of things to say. What else did I have to mention? Oh, let's go with this. I got that. Entertainers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, real quick. Sponsors for the show. Our sponsors right off the top are, let's see, no one. We still have no. Larry Warden's a sponsor. Larry Warden. I'm going to give Larry Warden credit for being a sponsor. He threw us some cash, and he gave me a ton of awesome technical advice yesterday to really help me out as far as this show goes. So he is a sponsor. That's it for sponsors. If you feel like you would like to sponsor the show or donate in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to Venmo me right above me right there. And if you put just Quarantine Comedy in the bio or something, all of your proceeds will go toward the show and paying for the software and all this crap that I had to spend all my unemployment money on. So there you go. That's basically what I did. So if you want to donate money or you want to donate to the show, support the show. I like to say support, not donate. Please feel free to do so. My face froze on your screen, Lenny Urso. Everything's fine on my end. This is not my problem, my friend. This is your problem. Yeah, I've upgraded everything in the last 2 weeks. I got brand new software. I got all kinds of stuff going on here. I got a brand new computer cord. This is your fault, Lenny. Get your shit together over there. What else? Okay, the show's also sponsored by, the only sponsors we have right now are my new album, Secret Daddy, which just came out 2 or 3 weeks ago. Please feel free to go to my website, LennySchmidt.com, and you can buy Secret Daddy. And the proceeds from that also will go to support the show as well. Also, if you like, you can go to my Patreon page. You can join Patreon for a monthly fee. You get all kinds of free stuff. You get all kinds of free, all my albums free, all kinds of video content free, all the shorts I've shot free, everything free. Free toilet paper. I send you all kinds of free stuff for being a Patreon member. For as little as $4 a month, and the higher tiers, you also get to be involved in a writer session, individual comedy shows. Actually, tomorrow night, I'm doing a live streaming comedy show for free on Facebook, 6 o'clock tomorrow also. Myself, also Jeff Jenna. I think I'm going to have more comics on that show. I'm not quite sure. I haven't heard back from some people. So there you go. That's what's going on what's going on? What's going on in the news? A lot of Carnival news this week. I don't know how much of this we're going to cover with Kim. We might talk about some of it. A whole bunch of Carnival news that happened real quick. I'm sure most of you guys saw this stuff. First of all, very sad day for me. They sold the Inspiration. I'm a little disappointed about that. That's one of my favorite ships. My daughters and I have vacationed on that ship dozens of times. And I'm a little sad to see that one go. The Fantasy and the Inspiration are gone, and the Fascination and the Imagination are on hold, or whatever the hell they call it. Everything else, there's a lot of shuffling around. There's a lot of moving around. But I will tell you this: I got rid of my favorite itinerary is the 3 and 40 out of Long Beach. The Inspiration, the Imagination. They got rid of that for now. Then next year, in April of 2021, the Radiance will come into Long Beach, and they will run that short-term trips out of Long Beach to Cabo or to the Baja. Also, just so you know, the Miracle is going to be going out of San Diego, also doing runs through Baja. They'll be doing shorter runs, and the Panorama is going to still be doing their 7-day runs. That's all I want to cover for Carnival. There's a lot more, but that pretty much covers it. The bad news: Princess canceled all their cruises through the year. They won't be back till just before Christmas. They're hoping for, which is very disappointing for a lot of people. Good news from the cruise lines, and many of you are cruisers. I know you're here and you're checking it out. The RCL Royal completely reinvented the way they do their safety drills. They now do them by digital, by the phone. So you don't have to show up. Everybody doesn't have to show up for the safety drill, which is they're doing it for social distancing. This way you're separated. You're not that close. But I couldn't be happier. I think that's, for you guys, that's great. Because especially if you cruise more than, say, 3 or 4 times a year, that safety drill is a little tedious. I understand, you got to be careful. You got to go to the safety drill. But now it's going to be by phone, apparently. So there you go. What else happened in the news? Good news in California, no lockdown this weekend. So everything's going to be still open. Just, guys, wear your masks. Follow the rules. Don't fuck around, please. Don't be an idiot. Everybody's ordering Uber Eats, which is great. I highly encourage it, because after I finish this show and shut down my computer, I jump into my car and I deliver Uber Eats till 2 o'clock in the morning. It's what I've been doing to make a little extra cash. Here's a tip, by the way. If you order Uber Eats, fucking tip, you cheap bags, okay? Do that. There's no reason you shouldn't be tipping any Uber Eats driver. I've always tipped on Uber Eats. I did Tuesday night. I worked not one tip all night. I'm a little amazed at that. Nobody wants to be an Uber Eats driver. Let's cover that right now. No one wants to do that. So make sure you're tipping people, you cheap jerks. What else? All right, let me just cover this really quick, and then we'll get to Kim. This is dragging out a little bit longer than I thought. There's a new stimulus coming in. I don't know. Nobody knows how much, but apparently it's going to happen. So there you go. But what is going to happen for sure, I did read, if you're involved with the SBA, there's a whole bunch of new funding for the environmental loans, on top of an enormous amount of money went toward the grant sections of those environmental loans. I have not been drinking. So the SBA has got a whole bunch of money and funding for the environmental, not the PPP, but the EIDL and the grants that go with it. That's really, really good news. There's a lot of money in that fund now, way more than they had last time. So if you tried to get an environmental loan last time and it didn't work, I suggest you get into it now. All this is going through the House and Senate, and it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. But that was encouraging news. I know it's a tough week with the unemployment is shifting. If you're on that and you're getting your $600, I guess all I can say is hang in there. It looks like they're trying to extend some of that. I just don't know how much. But at least the Republicans are on board to do it now, so that's kind of a good thing. So, whatever. That's all the news, man. Let's take a look. Say some quick, man, a lot of people. Early Swick is here. Robin's here. I said hello to you, and I apologized for not saying hello the first time. Robin again. Wow, Robin's posting a whole bunch of times. Nice. Robin again. Good. Nice. Again, Robin again. Robin, you got nothing going on today, do you? And the Mulligans. Wow, we have a lot of people here, so let's not waste any time. Let's get to my good friend and our guest. Folks, my good friend and our guest, if you are a cruiser, you absolutely know who this is. She's a comic. She's been on Carnival Cruise Lines for years. She's one of the favorites on Carnivals. She's one of the best, one of the funnest, and she's a lot of fun to watch. And let's take, you know what, while we're at it, and I'm babbling because I'm trying to load up her clip, let's take a look at a little bit of work of the young, talented Kim Harrison as we speak right now.
Big girl, But some people come up to me and they say to me things like, little old people, they say things like, you know what, you've got such a pretty face. If you lost a little bit of weight, you'd be a knockout. Well, thank you. Well, I'm knockout now, you bitty. You know what I'd like to say to these people? I'd like to say, you know what, you're so old and wrinkled, if you put on about 30 pounds, you'd probably look 30 years younger. Mom? I don't say that. My mother is 5'2" of concentrated Pentecostal holiness minister, ladies and gentlemen. Incredibly proud of my career choice, too, let me tell you. She's a great lady, though. She's having a seminar at her church next weekend. It's called, Should God Be in the Bedroom? I know. I said, Mom, isn't he already there? I mean, people keep calling him. I call him myself on occasion. I am a married woman. I know the single men in the room are kicking themselves in the fanny right now. Because single boys see a body like this, they start thinking things like, dang, I bet that girl can cook. Well, she's made biscuits and gravy before.
Yeah, that's Kim Millwater, my good friend Kim Millwater. Give it up, the one and only, the very talented Kim Millwater. Here she is.
Millwater Harrison.
Woohoo! Woohoo! What's up, Kim?
Oh, nothing's much. I am bored to death. How are you?
I'm bored to death. This started doing this so I wouldn't be bored.
I forgot about that joke. Got in the bedroom. I hadn't told that in forever. That was hilarious.
Oh, isn't it great when you see a clip from years ago and you go, oh, shit, that's a good
I know
joke.
you
I
do.
should bring that back.
I should bring that back.
Yeah, right.
That was awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, let's see, I'm home. Been home with my lovely family. I have 2 grandchildren, Harmony and Johnny, my daughter, my son-in-law, and my husband, all in one house together for the last, 300 years.
Man, how's that been going? That's a lot of people.
It's awesome.
Yeah, look at your face. You look fantastic. You look good.
Oh.
Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking because I'm taking medications where I can't drink, and also I refuse to pay full price for a beer. I'm not going to pay $6 for a beer when I could get it for $1.50 on a ship. I'll wait till the cruising starts back up again.
Before you start drinking? Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough. That works.
This is a unicorn horn my granddaughter gave me.
Oh, I like that. Look at you.
Yeah.
Classy. Very nice.
I am full of fun.
You're lucky. You got granddaughters. You're good.
Just one. Just one daughter. Stopped at one. And then one granddaughter. And then they had another baby and its grandson. So they're done now. So that's it. Okay. And then I have a dog and 2 cats and a husband. And that's enough pets.
Do your husband, are you guys stuck in the house, or are you getting out, or what's going on?
Well, I'm getting out. I'll go shopping and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of major. South Carolina, as you know, we're just spreading the Rona everywhere. We don't care.
Sure. You guys are free willy. Yeah.
I wear my mask, but then my glasses fog up. And so,
that sucks.
I'm getting my cataracts fixed next week so I can wear contact lenses again.
Good for you. That's smart.
One of them fixed, I'm
getting contacts next week. I've never had them. I've passed on them twice. But I got to get them the glasses and I can't read, man. It's getting bad. You know what? I've been home, for 4 months now. We've been here, and I'm on my computer now more than I ever have been in my entire life. Because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my eyes are messed up. That's got to be it. So I talked to my doctor. He's like, yeah, it's got to be the computer. So I'm going to get
got to be the computer. It's all that. Could possibly be that you're 50 years old. You're not 50, are you?
I blame other stuff. Yeah, I am. I'm 50.
Oh, okay.
I'll be 56 this year. Yeah.
Oh, you're older than me.
Yeah, I look good though. Look at me. I look good.
Yeah,
I look young.
You look real good.
Am I older than you? I'm older than everybody. Everybody says that.
Everyone's
like, everyone goes, you're older than me.
It's only like a year because I'm 55.
Hey, take it.
I know. always take it.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a 50-year-old husband. Got a younger husband. I told him though he's 50 now. I got to find a new one. Trade in on a younger model.
You got to cougar down, man. You got to take
I
advantage
got
of that
cougar down.
Yeah, you do.
I can't be stuck with some old man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So Carnival sold the Fantasy. I've been on the Inspiration like one time years ago, but the Fantasy was my baby. That's one of my first ships I ever did.
Was it?
And that room in the back of the Fantasy, it was a little half room, and it was just so intimate and so much fun.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, they had for the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the way the room was set up was differently, right? I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. They cut the back lounge in half.
Yeah, yeah.
They cut the back lounge in half, and half of it was Comedy Club, and the other half of it was Camp Carnival. So you were saying the F word in a wall where little kids were on the other side of it. That was so much fun.
You could hear the kids when you're on stage too.
Yeah.
You could hear the kids yelling, like you were babysitting or something.
And your cousin there going. It was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm a comedian. Worked all my life to be a comedian. I've actually achieved some credit with being a comedian, and now there's no comedy. And then I worked all my life to be a cruise ship comedian, and now there's no cruise ships. And you know, I've got a backup. I have a backup. I'm not going out there. I have a backup job. I'm a travel agent for cruise ships. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that. That's great. Oh wait, no, it's not great. It's like
I know, right?
It's like you're similar. I used to say I'm like any plan I ever had never works out. I have to go to the second plan. You're worse. Yeah. It's like
and my third plan is still screwed.
Every option is like it's like you know what? Next time you make a decision on what you're going to do, call me and let me know what it is so I can stay away from that bad business.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about donating plasma again. I did that when I was younger.
Doing what?
Donating plasma.
Oh, I was going to donate plasma next week. Actually, I was looking at that too. Well, I also want to do it because you get the test. Then they test you for everything.
Yeah,
so
it's
a cheap way to go.
Free.
Oh, good. I'm whatever. Okay.
It's
Plus, I don't know my blood type. I got to find my blood type. No, I don't.
How old are you?
55. I'm 55. I know. I should know it. I should know it.
I am O positive.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a universal donor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Universal donor.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, and I got lots of it. So if anybody needs any, I'm selling some. Anyway,
you should sell it online.
Yes, Kim Blood online, vampires and anyway.
You'd be able to put some sort of donate button on your Facebook. Look, click here for blood.
Here, if you want some blood, just click here, and I'll send you a pint. I got no problem with that. Let's see. Oh, another thing. Let's see. There's a book that Kim Harrison is an author. It's not me. It's
I saw that when I was doing the research. Yeah, right.
It's a skinny redheaded woman. But the books are really good. And she has a new one out called American Demon, and I want everybody to go read all of the books because they're fantastic.
Do you get a chunk of her sales or something?
No, I'm just a fan. And last time I was on a ship, and she was in town doing a book signing, and my daughter went and introduced herself, said, I'm the other Kim Harrison's daughter. I'm the comedian's daughter. And she got all kinds of free stuff. Gave her a free book and free swag. It was awesome.
Nice. Free stuff.
So, yeah, they took good care of us. Very nice.
And
then happy birthday to my brother. Just had my brother's
Johnny. It was Johnny's birthday. I saw his birthday video.
Yay,
I love his hair.
I know, right?
He looks great.
Yeah, I got a lot of that too. A little gray going on.
I do. He's got it out. Usually, when I see him, he's got it all down.
Slick
you know
back.
what I mean? Like, I almost for a second was like, oh, I wanted to call him. And go, dude, there's something eating your head. Like some sort of monster
grandmother's head.
Yeah.
He looks like his grandmother.
Jan April says hello. You got lots of people tuning in. So I want to make sure they all get to say hello to you. I have the Mulligans, Tammy and Vincent, and they come. They cruise a lot, so they're familiar with your work as well. So they say hello. Robin Greenberg says hello. Let's not forget Robin because I forgot her once and she yelled at me.
I know, and she gets really upset when you forget her, doesn't she?
She made like 15 comments. She's more active tonight than ever. She must. I don't know. I don't know what the deal. Hey, my agent's online. Yeah. All right, Steve Smith.
You have an agent,
folks. Yeah.
Hey,
he doesn't
Steve
do anything.
Smith.
He gets 10% of nothing. Oh shit.
Yeah. Is he a cruise agent?
He's what?
Is he a cruise agent? Because
he's a ship guy. Yeah, he does shift. Yeah, he's great. It's a great business. It was. It was a great business.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So how's the weather in California?
It's beautiful. I'm getting White Sox updates as well. Thanks, Car. It's actually really nice. It's not. We're getting a break here, man. I'll tell you what. We're stuck here in the house, but thank God we're not getting any crazy heavy heat here right now. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like 60s, 70s.
I've been
It's
to
nothing.
California like twice in my life. One time I went to visit a friend who was a USC film student, Ron Geiger. He still lives out there. And one time I went to do an interview for some TV pilot. Didn't work out. But absolutely love the weather there. Absolutely love California.
Yeah, it's one of
Want
the
to
best things
go.
about LA. We have 5 bad
Mhm.
days a year. That's it. 5.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm in South Carolina. You know what the temperature was today? 100 and something. Then it
Are you s-
rained, and it was 84, and then it was 104, and it was muggy.
You get all that humidity, right? Too.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm from Florida originally. You've been to Florida,
Ugh.
right?
Yeah.
Florida is hot. Florida is humid. Florida is muggy, yes, but you have the sea breezes on the coast, and it's lovely. South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. I live right smack in the middle in the capital of South Carolina, which is the most humid, hot, and disgusting place I have ever been in my human life. And I've been to Belize. It is really yucky.
Oh man, I hate police is not fun. Even the tender ride is the worst. It's so hot.
Yeah. The most fun about Belize, because we don't get to stay in ports that often sometimes. Sometimes we're just flying in and flying out.
Well, especially
And
Belize is a travel port for us.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
Belize.
Yeah.
Love Belize Airport, Mr. Jet. Have you ever been to Mr. Jet's bar? He's a
No.
little bitty. He's a little bitty Belizean man. He's about titty height, and I
Okay.
think he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
He
Well,
always
if you
comes up,
can,
hello,
good for
Kim,
him.
how are you doing?
Yeah.
He looks like he's in the
Big
lollipop
hug.
league.
Kim.
Exactly. He looks like he's in the lollipop league, like he's the tallest one in the lollipop league. That's what he sounds like too. But he has good beer.
Oh, good.
I miss Cozumel.
If I ever get back to Belize, I miss Cozumel too. I mean, there's a lot of places I miss now. You start taking them for granted because you're there so often. Even I've always loved Ensenada. I'm a big fan of Ensenada. I love it.
I've never
I remember
been.
we started going to Ensenada when I've only been with Carnival maybe about 7 years. So when I started going to Ensenada, there wasn't a whole lot there. There was a couple of taco stands. It was a little grimy. But I'll tell you what, man, they fixed that port up weekly. So every time I would go there, there's more and so many great places to eat and just it's so laid back and coffee shops. And I mean, I could drive there. Actually, if I could, I thought about if it wasn't so iffy getting in and out of the
Borders.
country right now. Yeah, the girls and I would go. The girls love it too. I mean, the girls have.
Yeah.
I always took that inspiration gig because it was easy for us. You know what I mean? I drive down to the port. You know,
Right.
and we just
I've never
get on the
been
ship. Oh, it's
to
really nice.
Ensenada or Baja. I've actually had the only West Coast trip I ever did. I did the Splendor in Hawaii, where I flew to Hilo, did three days, and then flew back out from Maui.
Okay.
But I haven't ever done West Coast. I wanted to do West Coast. I wanted to do Alaska this year with that out.
I love Alaska. It's a beautiful run too. Did you when you did Hawaii? Did you say you did the part because there's that gig was in for us? It was in 3 parts on Carnival.
Yeah.
There was the crossing over, the islands, and the crossing back. So did you
Yeah,
do
I
the
did the
islands?
islands. Yeah, just the islands.
I did that once.
Mhm.
Maybe the best gig I've ever had. Hawaii is one of those places where you had such high expectations for it, and then I got there, and I'm like, oh my god, this is even better than I thought it would be. It's
It
unbelievable.
smells good.
Ah,
You get off the plane, it smells so beautiful.
yeah,
And then the other cool thing is you're on a ship and you're entertaining people, but you can check your email because you're still in the United
Yeah.
States
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
still
no, I
get a
always
cell
love
phone
that, yeah.
signal. That is
yeah.
so
So you have a
cool.
coverage and connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every port, God, the people are so cool in Hawaii. Like every port, they're laid back and chill. And man, those beaches. I mean, I got a friend that lives in, or used to live in Honolulu. So when I did that run, it was actually in the middle of a long crossing. So we did Hawaii, and the ship unloaded and reloaded in Hawaii, and then we went to Australia. So we had to kill like a whole day in Honolulu. So I spent the day with my buddy. It was the best, maybe the best ship gig I've ever done. It was really
Cool.
it was cool. And then the Australia thing was cool. You did Australia last year, the year before, right?
Yeah, last year I did it. I actually went out and flew to Australia, and I did 3 cruises on the Spirit, and then 2 cruises on the Splendor.
Nice.
Fantastic time. Australian people are so much fun.
They're so cool.
They, if you don't get a reference or you don't have a reference that they relate to, the next day they'll tell you what you should
Yeah.
tell, the joke you should
Yeah.
tell. Like I had a joke about West Virginia and inbreeding, and the next day they came up to me and said, "When you tell that joke next week, Tasmania, that's where the
Yeah.
cousins live."
Yeah. They always have a replacement for you. Like,
Yeah, they explained everything. It was great.
they
Worked
were
out,
cool. I
trying to help me
they
with nipple song.
all those crowds. I noticed two things about those crowds. One was I always considered the Australian crowds a, a little bit smarter and a lot less politically correct than U.S.
Oh,
crowds.
yeah.
That's what
I
I
got
thought.
to say the C word.
Oh wow, did you really?
Yeah, I said it like 3 times. It was
Wow, look at
awesome.
you all excited.
I
Woohoo!
know. Hey, very rarely do we get to say the C word because
Yeah,
it's Americans don't like the C word. I personally think if you've earned the C word, you deserve the C word, but
yeah. Well, you
very
can get
few
away
people
with it
have
more
earned it.
than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's guys saying the c word is a whole different animal too. So,
exactly. But
but in
in
the U.S.,
England and in Australia,
yeah, they
they
throw it around
it's like it's
like
like
toothpaste.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
The other
bitch.
thing about the
Their word.
Australians, they all smoke still. They all
Yeah.
they smoke like maniacs. And so when I
Mhm.
would go up to Lido and you'd walk from one side to the other, because I did that gig twice, the Australian gig,
Mhm.
the smoking area was packed. Everybody's just smoking.
Yeah.
And when we got off and spent the day in Sydney, everybody's in the streets smoking. You know, I was amazed how people were smoking.
Mhm.
That and they didn't gamble. The casino was
They
completely
bingo.
empty. Yeah,
They are bingo playing mofos,
yeah.
but not so much gambling.
Not what?
Not so much gambling, but the
No.
bingo was always
No, the
stuffed.
casino was empty. I was blown away. But it was, and I liked the one thing I really liked about that gig. They changed the food. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they have what do they call it? Snags and whatever sausages and
yeah,
snags and beans and pies and man, I
yeah.
love
They
that
had a
stuff.
little more English and a little more Oriental, a little more
Yeah,
Asian influence on things.
yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. It's a nice variety unless you're trying to eat keto, then it's pretty
right.
much
Yeah,
impossible.
or healthy. There's not, they're not real big on the vegetable thing either. Like I'm more of a vegetable
No,
guy.
no
Salad. You
veggies.
look for a
It's
salad, they look at you confused.
I know they do.
You know, you're like, I don't
They
know.
do.
There's beans. You're like, okay, all right, thanks.
Mm,
I guess I'll eat
they,
those.
beans are not a vegetable. I don't know if you know this, but they're not a vegetable.
They don't know. They don't care. They just go try these. If it's not meat, they think it's a vegetable. You know what I mean? If
Exactly.
you walk into a plate of a big buffet and they're like, "Where's the vegetable?" I think they're right there. I'm like, "Those are napkins, sir. Those are napkins."
You can't eat
They're
those.
like, "I don't know."
Oh goodness. So
Cranky,
anyway, my
cranky.
future plans for right now, I've got nothing planned. I'm trying to clean up the house a little bit and go through some things and sort things out and get the eye fixed and whatever. Got back on keto and trying to redo the diet and lose back the quarantine 40 I've gained. And
Did you really? The quarantine.
I don't know. Yeah, it was bad, but fortunately, everybody's trying to help me out now. They're joining me on this. I got some keto chow stuff, which is delicious, and
Nice.
my husband's doing it with me, and my daughter's kind of doing it with me, and so it's going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, that helps when especially when you're all in the same place. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You don't want somebody fire down pizzas there. You know, and you're
right.
like, hey, I'm trying to keto it up over here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's say some hellos, man. There's some people that just signed in. First of
Oh,
all, our
cool.
good friend Russ Nagel's here, man. It's Russ Nagel's,
Hi, Uncle
yeah,
Russ.
the one and only Russ
Yay!
Nagel. He was here. He was on the show last week. Russ, your podcast will be up this weekend. I'm having
Yeah,
technical difficulties as
he's going to
always.
whip the middle schoolers into shape.
Yeah, those little pricks. Tracy Harris Atwood says hello.
Yeah. Hey,
So
Tracy. She's
there we
from
go. Tracy says hello.
Charleston. She used
Uh,
to work at Port in Charleston, but she's a cruiser.
oh, really? Right on. All right, cool. Yeah, I knew you get. There's a lot of people that I know when they don't recognize a name that they're here to see you, which is almost
Yeah.
everybody. So hold on. Yeah, nobody comes to see me. My cousin Henrietta's here. Let's say hello to Henrietta. She's a big cruiser
Hi,
as well,
Henrietta.
man. Yeah, they're And and Mandy, Mandy's a big cruiser, and she cruises are getting canceled left and right. So Russ is here. Someone just had a question for
Brenda.
you. Here's one. Brenda Runyon. The Runyons are here. They are also cruisers. Keith and Brenda Runyon and their daughter Kim. They've cruised numerous times. I've seen them on ships, but they support the show as well. And Brenda has a question. She's like, how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy since 1991. I basically was a dishwasher at the Comedy House Theater in Orlando, Florida. And the first month, the second month, I was the dishwasher and opening act. And the third month, they went bankrupt. So I just kept doing comedy. I went to a workshop at the Comedy Zones. Remember that used to have 2 Comedy Zones in Orlando. And we had workshops with a lovely woman named Vicki Rousman, who is an excellent comedy teacher. She's also an agent, used to be an agent. And we all got together. It was me. The people I learned to do comedy with is me, Mike Lucas.
Oh,
Greg
no.
Hall.
Mike Lucas. Big, giant, bald Mike Lucas.
Greg Hall.
Oh,
Greg
man.
Hahn.
That's great.
Greg Hahn,
yeah.
sorry. Who's, Greg Hahn.
Yeah,
And a bunch of people like that were in the workshop that I was in. I started comedy. And I also, because I was at the Comedy Zone, I learned from Ross Nagel, Ronnie Bullard, Todd Yon, Lance Montalto, a bunch of people that I get to work with when we're cruising, that I get to work with all the time now.
Yeah, that's great. That's very cool. Yeah,
So since
excellent.
91. And
So you're coming up on your 30-year anniversary next week.
Yeah,
or next
something
year
like that.
of doing stand-up. Yeah, something like that. 2021. That's 30,
so
right?
do I have to deduct this year?
Yeah. There should be an asterisk. They're like a sports thing. There should be an asterisk next this year for us. That's a good idea.
This is it, and then COVID, and another year after that.
The COVID year. Yeah, like parentheses, COVID year.
COVID year. Exactly. That would be good.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
As a matter of fact, when I used to go to the workshop in Orlando, when my brother Johnny was 13 years old, I took him to a workshop with me, and he's been a comedian ever since, and his mother never forgave me.
His mother, really? That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. We had the same father, different mothers. She's like,
oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, cool. So same dad, different mom. And then he started doing stand-up. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's been a performer since he was 13 years old. He used to be a magician for the longest time, and then he started doing stand-up right out of college. His first job out of college was working for Carnival as a fly-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Johnny's layered, man. He's a talented cat from top
he
to
is
bottom.
A talented cat.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I tried to get him on the show. It's tough to talk him into stuff.
I'm proud of him.
He should be. Plus, he's a great guy. He's one of the sweetest people I've ever met in the world. He's one of those guys I love hanging with and traveling with. For some reason, Johnny and I don't work together much. I think we've only worked together twice. But you know those times when you go to the airport and there's 8 other comics sitting there, like in Belize or wherever. I see him constantly in like Belize and St. Thomas, and it's always somewhere we're getting on a plane. That's when I see your brother more than anything.
Wearing a suit and a white shirt.
He's always dressed up. He always dresses well when he travels. I get so much respect for him, man. He shows
Did you ever
up
tell him? Did he ever tell you the story of why he does that?
No. You want to tell it? Tell it.
Yeah.
He's not here, damn it.
My little brother was born in Tehran, Iran, at the American hospital. My father and my stepmother, when they're pregnant, we moved and lived in Tehran, where my father worked for the phone company. So he's born in Tehran, Iran. So if you see his American passport, it says place of birth, Tehran, Iran.
Wow.
Or Iran. Okay? So he was born in Iran. When he dresses like a normal person, jeans and a t-shirt, they think he's a terrorist, and they pull him aside for a secondary screening.
Really?
But if he wears the suit, they don't give him any shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because he doesn't look, doesn't look, I wouldn't visually.
He doesn't look Iranian.
Profiled, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
He doesn't look Iranian. Just says it on his passport. Tehran, Iran. Like mine says Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, wow. So that just avoids a hassle. Wow.
And also, he doesn't have to in a suitcase.
Yeah, I was always blown away. We'd be walking through Belize all hot, and he's all suited up. You know what I mean? And I look like a terrorist. You know, that would profile me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Big pasty white guy from the south side of Chicago. Like, sir, I think we need to have a
I
conversation.
think we need to have a conversation with you.
Like, all
Come
right.
over here. Let's
I guess
talk.
so. What do you got in the suitcase? Polish sausage?
From Chicago.
Yeah. What do you think? Why wouldn't you? I'm traveling.
Exactly.
And I'd say it just like that, too. Matter of fact, Polish sausage. What's wrong with you? What's in your suitcase, jerk?
I always tell everybody what's in your. They say, so what's in your suitcase? I say exceptionally large underpants.
Oh, do they go? Do they still go through? I love when they go through.
Sometimes, but very rarely, because it's exceptionally large underpants. Who wants to see those?
I know. They always give you. They always shrug and go. I gotta look. Usually, I try to wash when I travel. I try to wash. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm one of those guys like to wash my clothes before I leave because I don't like to travel with dirty clothes. It just freaks me out. But sometimes I can't. Sometimes you can't do it or whatever. So I'll put all my dirty stuff at least in one suitcase, and I go. When they go through it, I go. I just want you to know. That is the dirty suitcase.
That's the dirty.
You can go through it if you want, but I wouldn't.
But it's yucky.
And like, well, I have to. Okay, well then this is on you. This is totally on you. So, and then they give me the look. You know what I mean? Like, ew. And I go, hey, I fucking told you. You don't look at me like I'm a bad guy. Give you a total heads up coming in.
Warned you. I warned you.
My friend,
large underpants.
Larry
didn't have a chance to wash them.
My buddy Larry just said, so now TSA will add dressed up to profiling. So now they're going to see, just that's what's going to happen now. Johnny's going to be profiled because he is dressing up.
I like the one that Carl Falkenberry says he's just going to go through naked. No, that's Al Ernst says I'm just going to go through naked. TSA. That way they can't pull me aside.
Yeah, they'll have no questions for you. They'll just wave you through. Just go right ahead, man.
Go ahead.
I thought about walking down Ventura Boulevard naked with a mask on the other day, just because I'm getting so frustrated with this whole quarantine situation.
Yeah, we get a lot of people in South Carolina like to wear their masks like this with their nose out.
Yeah, I know it's happening.
Or like this with their mouth out.
Yeah.
They're not the brightest bulbs in the pack here in South Carolina. We're not that far from West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia. Right. The aforementioned, which Australia doesn't know what it is. Where it is.
But yeah, they don't want to wear their masks because it infringes on their freedoms. So like, put your mask on. I want to go back to work.
I don't like, I'm annoyed. I keep saying this every show. First, I said something the other day. Tammy or somebody jumped on me or made a comment. I don't think the masks are doing shit. I don't think they are. But I'm wearing them because they say you should. So,
right.
And also, one thing I read was like, someone's like, if we just all wore masks for 4 weeks, we could beat this. And I go, well, let's do it. Why not? It's 4 weeks. And don't give me this. Two things are blowing me away. One is the whole you're infringing on my rights to wear a mask bullshit, which is they went through the same crap with the seatbelts. You know what I mean? Back when that started out. You know what I mean? So why don't you just make it a national thing and shut up and quit your whining?
And everybody wear them. And there's so many cool, fashionable things to do with them now. You know, they've got them with the smiles on them.
Yeah.
And a couple of the Carnival people have them with Carnival masks, with the Carnival material. And you can make them with little cartoon characters. And there's anime ones. You can buy them on Top Hat or everywhere. All different things.
Yeah, but I'm almost kind of annoyed with that maneuver. Now we have to wear masks. You know, I guess that's a total capitalistic American thing, really, to do. You know what I mean? That everybody found a way to. Okay, look at Zoom, as a matter of fact, which has exploded in the last 3 or 4 months. So masks would be right up there with that. If you got to wear a mask all the time now, and now there's all kinds of them. There's sports ones. There's a kiss mask. There's some really cool ones with like a mouth, and I mean, there's some cool masks out there.
With the clear, so people who read lips can see what you're saying.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Is that really? Is
that
possible?
Yeah. So they got a plastic thing through there, so that deaf folks who read lips can still see what you're saying through the mask.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that. Okay. All right.
That's the thing that's annoying me the most about the mask. I don't mind wearing a mask, even though it fogs up my glasses. It doesn't bother me. The problem I have with it is that my favorite thing to do is go through the grocery store, and I get a cart because I have bad knees and I don't like walking through the grocery store too much. So I'll get a cart and I'll scoot down the aisle smiling and waving at people just to freak them out. And now I can't smile.
Oh yeah, the smiling thing is really. Yeah, it's pretty. I guess that's also pretty difficult when, let's say, you're a single man and you run into a woman. And I've always been a big. I'm huge on eyes. I've always been really attracted to really pretty eyes. So the mask thing is just emphasizing that. But when I look at someone and smile, no woman knows I'm smiling at her. And if I'm looking too long, now I'm creepy. Now I'm a guy with a mask staring at a woman, and then I got to run away. I got to leave. It's just it's uncomfortable.
I think you started out a little creepy there, Larry.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's part of the reason I'm single. I don't know.
You can't help it.
It's
Well,
tough
you
to be
weren't
single
single too much because you got 2 beautiful daughters.
Yes, I do have 2. I'm very lucky. My kids are great. Both
They're
here with
gorgeous.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, they were here for the whole quarantine. They've been here the whole thing. Yeah,
cool.
so I'm really jazzed up. This is the most I've seen my kids in years.
I know.
Right? Any of us, right? Most I've seen any family.
Me too. I'm like,
Steve Rabb's here. I'm going to say hello to my friend Steve Rabb, who just finished working at his job. His last day of work, he's going to go work at it and open a pizza place with his brother. I'm very proud of him. I'm happy for him. It's been a
pizza
lifelong
places are
dream.
the best.
Yeah, so I'm going to wish him and Scott the best.
Remember keto crust, Steve? That's where the market's going.
Okay,
keto crust.
Steve, have a keto crust, Steve.
Keto
What is a
crust.
keto crust? Is that like a whole bunch of bacon?
No. That would be good.
That doesn't sound
No.
good. That made me really hungry right there. I was like, oh my God, can you imagine? Like a bunch of bacon with sauce and cheese on it?
It's no wheat. Gluten free.
Oh, no wheat.
no
Right,
wheat.
okay.
Yeah, make it with almond flour or whatever. Cauliflower. Some people
I
make
made
it with
a cauliflower. I made a cauliflower crust here a few weeks ago. Man, that's involved.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of time.
it does
little-
take time, but it's the way the
too
market's
much.
going. Keto crust. We have a place called Marco's Pizza that has pizza in a pan, so it's pizza without a crust. I'm like,
Oh, I've
I
heard of
gotta
that.
go
That's pretty
there.
cool. Yeah.
I gotta go there.
Isn't that lasagna minus the
No,
pasta?
no noodles, no noodles.
Right.
Yeah, it could be lasagna without.
So it's
noodles.
kind of like really it's like ratatouille.
And if there's no crust, do you put pineapple on it?
The lifelong debate, the pineapple thing. I don't know. Are you
Right.
pro or con pineapple?
Yeah. No,
Wow, way to be specific on that. Don't.
I like pineapple on my pizza.
Can you be more honest?
I don't know.
You know what's
Not that
good.
big a fan of pineapple anyway, but pineapple on the pizza, no.
You know what's
not
good?
really.
Here's what's good. I used to work at pizza places before I did stand up. I
Me
almost bought
too.
a pizza place in Chicago. We used to do a Hawaiian pizza, and it was crust, red sauce, chunks of Canadian bacon, pineapple, and then here's the kicker: is cinnamon. You put cinnamon over the tomato sauce, and then you put cheese. Cinnamon and tomato
Okay.
sauce is an interesting mix. It adds a different flavor to it. It's actually, or was for years, it still is, but it's not a secret. Skyline Chili in Cincinnati is a really popular chili place, and
Yeah.
it's like a chain. And cinnamon was their big secret ingredient until it came out.
Oh.
Until I tasted it and went, "Oh, it's cinnamon," and they
Ah.
were like, "How'd you know?" I just know that's the flavor it has when you add cinnamon to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Now
added
people are
cinnamon to
voting on
chili
the
before.
pineapple. Everybody's no pineapple.
Way to bring up a debate.
Everyone's saying no. I'm the only asshole that likes pineapple on his pizza. It seems
Well,
weird.
with the cinnamon,
I'm
I
from
like
Chicago.
pineapple. We have this thing called Watergate salad in South Carolina. I don't know, in the South. It's basically, I don't know why they call it salad.
What is
'cause
that? A
there's no
salad where you
involved.
got to break into a hotel and hide some tapes?
No, I know. It would be, you think that. I think it's because it's not really a salad. It's kind of dessert, but they call it a salad because it's green.
It's okay. All right.
It's basically Cool Whip, pistachio pudding, crushed pineapple, nuts, and marshmallows.
Oh, I know it. That's almost like
It's like Divinity, but it's green.
like Divinity.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, I've
and
never
it's
heard
very
of that.
popular. Very
Sounds pretty
popular
good.
here in the South. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So many carbs. It's
That's
so
not
good.
keto friendly, is it?
Oh no, make it low sugar, but I can't make keto. I
Right.
can make it lower sugar though, but I can't make it keto. Not proper
Right.
keto.
People are saying right now, there's a lot of people, the Runnions are from down there, so they're fans of the Watergate salad, so they're familiar.
Cool.
Rachel, my favorite pizza place in Chicago, thin crust at Rosati's. and thick crust. I don't know, man. I gotta go. I gotta go old school and go Geno's. Geno's East.
Mm.
Lou's is good too.
I've never been to Chicago either.
You know what's good is poi quads. Pay quads? Poi quads? If you're only people from Chicago, what that is. Poi quads. It's on, a buddy of mine swears by it. It's on the north side. I think there's only one of them. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But Chicago's got the two. The common misconception about pizza in Chicago is that it's all deep dish. And it's not. They have something called tavern pie or thin crust or Chicago thin, which is originally developed on the south side near the stockyards and the warehouses, so that when people left work and they went into a bar, they would have a couple of beers and they had to give them something to eat real quick. So they made this really thin crust pizza that they served, and that over time became the Chicago South Side Thin, which is my favorite pizza in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. I'm the only one that cares about that.
Learn something new every day.
There we go. Oh, Tracy Atwood says Watergate salad is good, but she can't eat it now with too much sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
My grandmother made it from
Too much
scratch.
sugar, exactly. It's
Vito
good
and
stuff.
Nick's. I don't know where Vito and Nick's is, Gar.
We used to have this pizza place in Tampa called CDB's Pizza. I think I went there one time when I was in high school, and it was so good.
CBB's?
And it was just this CBD's Pizza or something like that. Anyway, it was huge pizza, and I was raised a Pizza Inn. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Pizza Inn.
Yeah.
Pizza Inn, all you can eat pizza. My father used to take my brother
Anything all
Andrew.
you can eat, I've heard of, Kim.
Yeah, my brother used to take my brother Andrew and I, when Johnny was a baby, we would go to the local Pizza Inn where it was like $5.95 all you can eat pizza. My father would be like, $5.95, my kids are gonna eat you out of pizza. They could do at least $25 worth of pizza each, which we could. So, pizza, I'm an all you can eat pizza girl. I could pound down some pizza. CC's Pizza, any of those places. But this one place in Tampa, I went one time on a date with some boy named Bob, and had 2 pieces of pizza, and I was full. That was it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so good. Very filling.
Everybody's spewing out pizza places now. This is always a good thing to bring up is pizza.
Cool.
83rd and Pulaski? Is that...
conversation.
Okay, I'll have to try that next time I'm in town if I ever get back to Chicago alive.
There you go. Yeah, CBD's Pizza. Hey, I love CBD. Oh,
I like it. Are you doing, so what's going on show-wise? Have you done any of the Zoom shows? Are you doing any of that?
I haven't done any of those things. And comedy is starting to pick back up again. It's some clubs are opening like partially, and even in the South and the Southeast. But I am Carnival famous, but nowhere else.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's kind of hard to get a gig in a comedy club when you haven't done a comedy club in,
Yeah, that's the other
10 years,
thing.
15
Plus,
years.
every other comic in the world is looking for stages right now. You know what I mean? Even
And
if
there
you're
are people
working or
with-
not working.
Bigger names than mine
Yeah.
with TV credits and things like that. People who've been killed on Bones who can get into the comedy club.
Yeah, I don't know how big that name is.
I don't know either.
Hey, he's doing his own internet show from his dining room right now. So
There you go.
yeah,
I
right.
like the flag though. That's nice.
That's the
I just had
Chicago flag. I keep
have a
changing my
snake.
background. My backdrop. I'm trying to deal with it. I like your flag. What is that? The South Carolina kitchen flag?
Yeah, it's the kitchen. It's my snake cage. I got a snake there, and I got a bearded dragon over on that side, and then we have 2 cats and a dog
A snake. Wait a second. You have a
and a
snake?
turtle. Yeah, we have a snake. I don't think
kind-
she's out right now.
What kind of? Whoa! Did you say I don't think she's out?
No, she's not out.
Okay, what the?
I mean,
first of all,
out
how
in
do you
her
have a snake
crate.
and not know where it's at all time? First of all, why do you have a snake? And B, how are you just? I don't know where she's at. What is that about?
My daughter wanted a snake, and she is a little king snake. She's black and white stripes. Her name is Moo. She's got a little heart on top of her head, and she's not out in her cage where we can see her. She lives in the cage. She doesn't ever come out except to be fed, and she's not out where I can see her right now. However, the dragon is right there. You see him? See?
Like a kimono
Bearded
dragon?
It's a bearded dragon. His name's Bud. I got him right there.
Wow. Is your husband Tiger King?
No, it is not Tiger King. Actually, the snake belongs to my daughter. The bearded dragon belongs to my son-not-law. The cats and the dog are mine, and the dog my husband's. So no tigers, no
Okay,
other
but
exotic
that's still
animals.
a lot of animals to have in your house, man. First of all,
Oh yeah, and a turtle. I got one of those too.
well, those things never
All of
die.
them, all of them living on unemployment. Oh,
Can you claim them as dependents? Because maybe I'm missing a beat here. That'd be great.
no, I wish I
Oh,
could.
too bad.
No, and that $600 a week is all I get because self-employment. I got the pandemic thing
Right,
was
right,
$131,
right.
and most of that is going to pay the taxes on that.
Yeah, right. So you got nothing coming in
So
but the EDD or the unemployment?
yeah, I actually went to the SBA and I worked with them and they
Okay.
helped me out.
Well, that's
So that
good.
was
That's
awesome.
good.
Yeah, that was a big help.
Yeah. Now, well, SBA saved my ass. So, I
Yeah,
mean, that was. But
totally.
I also applied the day I got home from the ship. You know what I mean? Like
Ah,
even before they had a PPP and all that other crap, I was like, I started doing research and I realized that environmental loan was the way to go because
yeah,
it's totally affected. That's how it basically described us. When you read it, you're like,
yeah,
oh shit, that's me exactly. Yeah.
exactly.
So I applied
That's
right. I
been
applied for that right away. And so
that's been wonderful. That's been a huge, huge help. But
oh.
hopefully the Republicans and the Democrats will get together and they'll do something. And
Well, the new stimulus looks positive now. I know they're going to do
yeah,
something. There's going to be another stimulus check. I don't know what they're going to do as far as what sucks. Here's one thing that's a little messed up is some of these stimulus are contingent on how much money you make per year, and they go
hmm,
back to last year when you were making money. You know what I
right,
mean? So I'm
right.
like, it makes no sense to go. Well, you're above the limit, and you're like, no, I am not above
No,
the limit. Actually, I am the
now I'm
opposite of
not.
above the limit. Yeah.
Now I'm
Yeah,
not.
they got to
And it's like
reevaluate
we
the
don't want to
whole
give
thing.
the $600 a week because people don't want to go back to work.
Yeah, well, that's what I understand. That's why my daughter ended up getting her job back.
Hmm.
She got a job at a place in Encino, and when everything opened up again in California, they called her and asked her back because she had just got the job. She only been working there for like a month, so they
Hmm.
called their employees that had been there for a couple of years, and a lot of them didn't come back, and they didn't have to because they made more money staying home. So I understand, but I will give like one thing. Like first of all, everybody's a hater and everybody bitches, and I know it's a hard time for everyone. But the fact they jumped up and did that $600 thing, and even the PPP, which didn't pan out the way it should have, they at least did something early on to try to get some sort of money into the economy to try to help people out that were losing that
Yeah.
didn't have any money coming. They did something, even though it got taken advantage of. That PPP thing got fucked up. Everybody, Kanye West got money from that. Fucking what's her name? The Nancy Pelosi's brother got a $5 million loan from the PPP. I mean, there's a
Wow.
whole list. Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law got a $6 million loan. And you're reading all this stuff, and you're going, how the fuck did these people get all? And the bottom line is, when they come up with stuff like this to help us out, we do. Like I spent research, I spent days online trying to figure out and apply for as much as I could. Well, these bigger people, they have people that do that shit for them. You know what I mean? They have
Yep.
people, lawyers that just call up and go, "You're eligible for then this, and this. We should apply right away." You know what I mean? They have a staff of lawyers and stuff that apply for that stuff immediately. So then the money's gone, and the people that are trying to survive and are online trying to find information, you know what I mean? We're the ones that are kind of screwed right there.
Yeah, exactly. I
So,
found out about it because I'm a big fan of Dragnificent, and one of the people that's involved with Dragnificent on Facebook posted, "Hey, this is available for all you drag queens." And I'm like, "Cool,
oh,
I'll do
this is
that."
the best. I'll tell you what. As much as I hate Facebook, but
Hmm.
there was a lot of positives on Facebook during this pandemic, as far as things like that, especially from gig workers. There's so many different
Hmm.
gig workers. Like you're talking about drag queens, and then one of the reasons on this show I interview everybody from singers to dancers to soloists to piano players to comics. We're basically gig workers that hustle for our next gig, and
Yeah.
there isn't a lot of information out there for us. You know what I mean? A
No.
lot of the stuff I found was through somebody on Facebook or those Facebook pages that we have the guest entertainers helping each other out, and every once in a while, you do it a ton. You're one. I can't thank you enough. At least there've been a few times when there were problems where you've posted, "Hey, check this out. Hey, this just came in. Hey, this happened," and everybody entertainer goes to that page, and that information goes a long way. We need that information.
Yeah.
So that stuff helped.
Good. I'm glad. That's why they call me Mama Kimmy.
That is why
Well,
they call you Mama Kimmy.
if anybody wants to book a Carnival cruise for next year or the year after, please email me at mamakimmycruises@gmail.com. That's mamakimmycruises@gmail.com, and I will hook you up. We've got a lot of great specials going on because we're desperate to sell cruises. So lots of onboard credits, all kinds of stuff like that. Just email me and I'll try to hook you up with some good some good cruises. We've got some really nice stuff coming up. Like I said, good prices, good sales, and
Yeah,
I want to keep supporting Carnival. Want to keep supporting them so that we can go back to work eventually.
Yeah, no, I love coming. Is that Mama Kimmy with a Y? It is, right?
Mama MAMAKIMMY Cruises.
Oh, MAMA
at gmail.com. MAMA, Mama.
And KIMMY.
Mama. KIMMY Cruises at gmail.com.
Okay, normally what I do is I put all that information in the bio after the video. So all that stuff will be shared so everybody can just go there and find all your information. And, yeah, if you're going to book a Carnival cruise, go through Kim, man. Contact Kim. She knows everything about Carnival there is to know. She's got tons of information. She can help you out with she knows every ship backwards and forwards. So and she can help you out with all the discounts. So if you're looking for a cruise or you're looking to go cruising again in the future, she's your angle right there, and I'll put it in the bio.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah, she will hook you up for sure. Anything else you want to plug or mention? You got what do we got going on? You got something? You got
no.
All right.
My daughter's gonna be working on a Etsy page, but she hasn't got it set up yet. But keep following me. I have Kim Harrison Comedy is a Facebook page, and Mama Kimmy Cruises are both Facebook pages. Come follow me on those pages, and anything that I have that happens, I will post them there because I am a Facebook whore.
All right. This is one of my first Facebook whore.
I'm not so much Instagram, but Facebook whore, that's me. Carnival and Facebook, that's my thing.
All right. Well, I'll put all that stuff in the bio so they can reach you for both of those things.
That sounds great.
Kim, thank you for being here so much. This was fantastic. I had a blast, man. I can't wait to see you
Thanks
again
for
on
having
the
me.
ship or in Cozumel or Three Amigos.
Definitely in Cozumel.
Or anywhere. Yeah. So take care of all those crazy reptiles. Yeah. No, absolutely. We'll get back out there. We'll be back. It's going to be a while, but we'll get back out there. Just stay strong. Stay strong.
Right.
I thank you so much. I love you, baby. You're the best.
Ciao.
Folks, that's Kim. Give it up again for my good friend. Yeah. Live long and prosper. Live long. There we go.
There you go. You did it.
Yeah. It takes me a while. Live long and prosper. I love you, baby. I'll see you soon. All right.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. That is Kim Harrison, my good friend Kim Harrison, folks. It was great to have her here. All of the information for Kim will indeed be in the bio within the next hour. I'll get that updated. And then on the YouTube video, it'll be up tomorrow, the podcast as well. All that information will be there for you to stay in touch with Kim. And that's it, guys. Thanks for being here again every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're back here next week on Monday. My guest on Monday next week, I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I want to make sure I confirm. Yeah, it's the one and only Pat McGann from Chicago comic, who recently just had a special shot that was produced by Sebastian Maniscalco. He did that. He's produced a special that was shot in Chicago. He's a good friend of mine from Chicago, stand-up comic as well. You guys are the best. Enjoy your weekend. This video on the podcast will be up tomorrow by 6. Guys, take care of yourselves. Be healthy. Stay healthy. Wear your stupid masks. Tip your Uber drivers, please. It's getting to be a little bit annoying. And as always, do me a favor and dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy is hosted and produced by, Lenny Schmidt, duh. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up or a way to go or whatever the most popular social media thing these kids today are doing. It goes a long way and it really helps us out. Check the description below for info on all today's guests, as well as the host. If you're a fan, you can follow them, like them, or even support them. Go to their site or page and hit their Venmo, PayPal, buy a shirt, an album, a download. Anything you will spend will literally help save the arts. Quarantine Comedy airs on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Each show is recorded, then uploaded to YouTube and released as a podcast the very next day. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Everything's 6 p.m. We keep it simple. That's all we can handle. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.